I would have loved to have had this video when I was starting off because it would have saved me a lot of problems. So let's take a hula hoop right here because it's just a circle, right? The golf swing is a circle just laying on its side, right? So we have 360 degrees in here. Sorry about all the geometry today, okay? So if I draw a line down the middle, right, that's just going to be 180 degrees. So when I come and you look at some things in the golf swing here, and you go, well, where's the club head in up? You know, it starts down here at the bottom of the circle, and then it finishes up here over here. So what, maybe, 180, 200 degrees. It's called 200, okay? And you go, well, where does my lead arm end up when I get done with the swing? You go, well, there's 90, there's 180. So maybe for me personally, like 120 degrees, right? There's some people are higher, some people are lower, but for me, let's go 120, okay? So 200 there, 120 here. Now you go, well, what about my rib cage? How much does our rib cage rotate during the swing? And I go, what's over here? That's 90. I go, okay. What about my hips and pelvis? Okay. Well, that's 45. So you got 45, 90, 120, and 200. Let's take and put some numbers on those, okay? So let's put the 1 down here on our pelvis, okay? Let's put the number 2 up here on my rib cage, the 90. Put the 3 on my lead arm, and let's put the 4 on my club head, okay? So, when I start off my swing, I've got to be what? I've got to be getting 4 moving up the circle. It has to go further, right? So therefore, if everybody's going to get there at the same time, 45 has to be going slowest, 90 would be going the second slowest, third fastest, right? It would be in that descending order, right? Okay, so when we get started here, okay, 1 is moving up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Stop. Feel the pressure on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the pressure. So it's a little bit weird trying to sequence it, right? You might be told, I hear this all the time. Hey, you keep that club low and long. Really? I've used up most of my 45. I've used up most of my 90. Are my arms and the club head up in position? No, they're not. Then, so you start to see this, and then there's a what? Then they raise up out of posture, their arms come up out of position, and everybody's like, oh, you gotta stay down on the ball. No, you gotta get it in the right sequence, okay? So, okay, fastest, second fastest, third fastest, slowest, okay? So start getting those 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? Now, you're probably gonna go, okay, I figured out your numbers now, Jeff. You're gonna go up there, and then who's gonna start the downswing? Yeah, I've been busted. 1 is gonna be leading 2, 2 is gonna be leading 3, 3 is gonna be leading 4, right? Okay, so we get up there into that nice position up to the top, and then now as we start to use the ground, okay, there's 1, my hips, pelvis is in front of my rib cage. 2, my rib cage is in front of my arm is in front of the club head, and then the club head is released in through there, okay? So you have to sequence it more from the speed on the outside coming up, and then on the downswing, you gotta flip it over, and you gotta have more speed initially over here, right, okay? Now, you gotta match the speed. So I say more speed here, you get here and you fire your hips out here, right? Now 1's way out here, 2, well, it's kind of in a bad spot to catch. 3 and 4, what? They're unleveraged, right? You can't control it, right? So this blend of 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a blend. They have to stay and work in sequence. And so this drill is all about learning to get the top side or the outside up into position to the top, and then start using bottom, okay, to accelerate through, okay? So you work on that sequencing of 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, going up and then right coming down, and you're going to have a lot better positions. You're going to have a lot better kinetic linking. Kinetic linking just means speed is building from the inside, from proximal out to the outside distal, and that's how golfers build speed, is from the inside out. So work on it, and I'll see you at the next video.